Are you going through your dark night of the soul? If you're going through really tough times, a lot of turmoil, a lot of pain, if you're becoming this version of you that maybe other people are uncomfortable with, if what used to matter no longer matters anymore and you're more concerned about what your soul came here to do, you may be going through your dark night of the soul. In this video, I'm going to be sharing ways to recognize if you're in it, tips on how to navigate it, and why you should not resist it. Hey there, I'm Ana Davila. I am a purpose mentor, a breathwork facilitator, and a shadow work specialist. Subscribe so that you don't miss out on more videos like this where I help you connect with your intuition, your power, your magic, and step into your soul mission. When you're going through your dark night of the soul, you may be experiencing some, one, or all of the following. Painful experiences like relationships ending. This can be relationships with friends, with partners, with family members, co-workers, any type of relationship. Experiencing something painful that you have zero control over and therefore you feel powerless. Realizing that you built a life that you were told that you should have, that you should love, and now that you have it, it doesn't fulfill you. Having experiences where you're questioning all of your life choices, or maybe some of the most important choices you've made. Wanting to change careers, wanting to move to a different state or country, wanting to start over. Experiencing ego death, which is when current beliefs that you have are being completely collapsed and deleted and you're left not knowing who you are, what's going on in the world, what you believe about yourself, about others, about the world, about your relationship with each and every one of those. Also, shadow coming up to be looked at. That can be limiting beliefs, that can be imposter syndrome, that could be ancestral trauma, all of it coming up so that you can look at it, process it, feel it, and move through it. These are just some of the few things that you could be experiencing if you're going through your dark night of the soul. Okay, let's say yes, this is you. You recognize it in yourself and you're like, what do I do about it? Because this is hard. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like I'm not getting through this. So there are many ways to navigate your dark night of the soul. I'm going to give you 2 tips that have been really, really helpful for me. I'm not going to romanticize it. I'm not going to try to give you something super fancy and like bells and whistles. I'm going to give you the truth of what actually works from experience. Number 1 is acceptance. Do not deny your current experience. There's been a lot of teachings around just pasting positive affirmations on something, just putting flowers and rainbows and pretending that it's all good. That's not going to work here. Okay. You're going through your dark night of the soul and it requires a different approach. Be real as to what you're experiencing. Accept that this is your current reality. Do not deny it. Do not suppress it. Do not try to make it all better because this is here for a reason. Now, when I say acceptance, that doesn't mean that you're going to stay here. This is just acknowledging the truth of where you are and utilizing that energy to then move to where you're choosing to move. So it doesn't mean that you're staying in this experience and you're going to stay there forever. No, but you get to acknowledge, be real, and accept where you currently are. If you try to deny it, if you try to suppress it, your experience is going to be a lot tougher and it's going to last a lot longer. If you accept it, that's going to allow you to move through it and you're going to be able to utilize all the gifts that it's here to give you. Tip number 2 in navigating your dark night of the soul is develop a sacred practice. This can be anything that's going to help you alchemize the energy of this season, of this current reality. Alchemizing really quickly is when you take one energy and transform it into something else. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transformed. And so this season, this current experience, your dark night of the soul has so much energy that when you tap into that energy, you can absolutely utilize it to create what you're desiring, to propel you towards the life that your soul came here to live. Personally, the 2 that I keep coming back to over and over again are journaling and breathwork. I love both of them. And if you've never tried breathwork, I did create an entire video. It's really, really one of the most powerful practices I've ever done. This is why I do it over and over again. And I also hold space for others to do it. But if you want to try it, I do have a free short guided session. You can click the link in my description. So why should you not resist your dark night of the soul? You're going to want to resist it. Let's just be real. Okay. It's painful. It's not fun. You get stripped away. All the beliefs, all the illusion, everything you thought to be true, it gets stripped and pulled away from you. It's like the rug gets pulled under you. You get pulled in all different directions. You don't know who you are. You don't know what's happening, what is going on. You're going to want to resist it. The reason you shouldn't is because this is a pivotal moment. Okay. This experience is going to be the most transformational that you've ever had. It is a catalyst. It creates starting conditions for you to remember who the fuck you are, why you came here in the first place. You get to remember how worthy you are, how powerful you are, how magical you are. You get to remember your gifts, what you're here to share in the world. You get to realize that, oh, I'm not going to play small anymore. I'm going to do the thing that I actually desire, and I'm not going to let these systems in place tell me who I'm supposed to be and what I'm supposed to do with my life. I get to be sovereign AF, and I'm going to do what my heart's telling me to do. That's what you remember. You get super grounded and anchored in that truth, and nothing gets to try to keep you small. You walk through life collapsing systems and creating the reality that your soul came here to experience. So this is why you should not resist it. When you embrace this season, it can open you up to so much. Can this experience be painful? Yes. Can this experience be hard? Yes. Will your mind try to tell you that you're not going to get through it? Probably, but you will. I'm telling you 100% you will get through it. And when you're on the other side, you're going to have tapped into the version of you that you didn't know existed. You're going to remember who you are on a soul level and everything you came here to do. If this is you, if you're like, yep, I'm in this right now. Shit. Okay, I'm not going to resist it anymore, but damn, this is hard. I'm going to invite you to a challenge. I challenge you to create sacred space for 7 days. That's just a week, right? Just 7 days, 10 minutes a day, create sacred space. That can be in whatever way you want to do that, and allow yourself to experience what it's like to create sacred space daily for yourself while you're moving through this, and see how powerful that's going to be. You're going to be able to move through it a lot quicker, a lot more efficiently, and again, more powerfully. So you can do this through meditation, breath work, journaling, embodiment practices, dancing it out, like really letting your body fully move and express, whatever way, sitting with plant spirits, animal spirits, whatever way you create sacred space. Let me know in the comments if, one, you're in your dark night of the soul, because I want to hold space for you. You're not alone. This can be a very lonely time. It feels isolated. It feels like you're alone in this, but you're not alone. Trust me, okay? We're all here for it. We're all here together. And also let me know how you're going to create sacred space for yourself. What's the practice that you're going to support yourself with to get through this? And one more thing that they did not tell me, and I was like, okay, this would have been nice to know. You can have 2 dark night of the souls. What? 2? I've been through my first one, and then recently I went through my second one, and I'm like, oh, it would have been nice. It would have been nice to know that there's a possibility of having another one. So if you're in it, I just want to say I see you, holding you, and you've got this. And also don't forget that if you want to try breath work to help you move through this, there's going to be a link in my description. It's going to give you a short breathwork session for you to get started, something that's a little bit gentle so that you can create sacred space for yourself and move through this. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe so that you don't miss out on more videos like this. But also, if you know of anyone that you think would benefit from watching this video because they're for sure also going through their dark night of the soul, then definitely share it with them so that we can all do this work together. I'm sending you so much love, and I'll see you on the next one.